Hello and welcome to my channel. Welcome back if you've been here before. This pick a card reading is a general reading, so it should fit any situation you might find yourself in. And as always, we have our 3 piles here with group 1 on the left, 2 is in the middle, and 3 is on the right. The timestamps will be in the description box below, along with the cards that I'm using. There's also a link to my Facebook page where I'm sharing oracle cards most days of the week. And there's a link to my booking page. If you'd like to book a private reading with me, you can book me on there. I'd also like to take this opportunity just to say thank you to everybody for all the comments, likes, shares and subscribes of the channel, those that watch my ads and those that send donations. It's greatly appreciated, so thank you. I'll leave you now with your selection and I hope you enjoy your reading. Hey group 1, welcome to your reading. If you chose the sweet little spell jar, then this one is for you. It's so pretty and rainbow. And I feel like the message for the rainbow is that simple message of the after the storm, the calm after the storm, or the sort of that sort of energy. And I honestly felt this jar a little bit hard to read at first, so I've had to sit with it a bit. And I do feel like it's definitely the symbol of bottling something up, keeping something all inside, and just sort of really dealing with it all by yourself, perhaps. And for some as well, I feel like it's a strong message of divination. Maybe you've been practicing some rituals or things, just enjoying your practices and connecting in that way. Maybe you're manifesting something, you're trying to concoct something perhaps. Yeah, interesting little choice by Jackson today. He's happy to choose the items this week. Last week I chose them myself because he didn't want to. He said he would choose next week's, and then the ones he chose for next week is like, no, different. So he chose again today. Last night actually, I think it was. Yeah. I'd also like to take this little opportunity to thank everyone for your comments, shares, likes, subscribes, all of that stuff. It really helps the channel. People that watch my the ads, that really supports free YouTube channels, free readings on YouTube if you watch maybe the shorter ones at least. And donations have been coming through, so that's really received gratefully. Thank you to those that have sent that through to me. So let's jump into your reading. First of all, I can see on the table we've got Aries is here, so is Pisces, Cancer, Aquarius, Leo, and Libra. Yeah, but it doesn't, like I said, always, it does not matter if that was your sign, or maybe it's an error in your chart that is highlighted at this time. We have got Jupiter in Pisces at the moment. We've got, well, what other things I listed? Saturn return at the moment too, look out. So where am I going to start for your reading? Let's just jump straight into the tarot. I'm also probably going to pull some charms. I'll see how I feel. Got them there in case. I've also got the pendulum, so we'll just see how it goes. I think, yeah, we'll see. I haven't used the charms on the channel before, and it's something I'm interested in branching out over to TikTok. I know that's a scary thing for me. I don't know. I've never really had TikTok or jumped into that world yet, so I'm getting the signs that might be the way to go. So maybe bring the charms into these readings a little bit, and then some feedback, and we'll see if that's something we'll go on with. But anyway, we've got the Moon, the Three of Wands, and the Eight of Pentacles in your past position. So I do definitely, with this Moon energy, feeling lots of confusion and questions unanswered, feeling like you're sort of stumbling around waiting for the development of something, waiting to find out how things are going to progress. This is past energy, so I do feel like there's been a lot of confusion about which direction to take at this time, or if something's going to eventuate. I think you've been waiting for perhaps an answer, a result. Maybe it's a job application or a relationship to come out of separation or something like this. Yeah, Five of Cups when I split the deck. There's also a great deal of feeling alone and grief there. I saw the Hermit as well. And Five of Swords is on the bottom of the deck. Underneath that is actually the Three of Swords as well. So there does look like a lot of pain inside during this time, and hence why that jar sort of felt like a bit bottled up, and you're keeping it all inside, with maybe no one to talk to or no one to turn to let that out, or to release some of the build-up perhaps as well. I do feel like you've been trying your best to just stay focused and just take one step at a time and not really get too worried about external things. But I can also see that those external things, maybe relationships or like results you may be waiting for, may be stressful a little bit. What do I want to get? I want to get one more on the Eight of Pentacles. We've actually got the Eight of Pentacles, which follows on into the Eight of Cups and the Eight of Swords. So we can see karmic cycles going on here when we see so many eights in a row, that things may be repeating themselves, and you may be on the edge of either repeating an old pattern or literally finally cutting it and going in a different direction. I see the Magician. I think you're really trying your best to stay within your power, and especially with that Eight of Pentacles, really trying to just take one step and do what it is you can do. I do see your efforts here, Group 1. Woo! All right, we'll take them. The Emperor and the Ten of Pentacles. Yeah, absolutely your efforts. You're trying to perhaps build your business or build your financial situation, or if this is relationship orientated, then to work on those relationships that are going to be long lasting in your life. I think there's a lot of busyness. Yeah, a lot of busyness around you. There's a lot of things that you could be doing to support yourself. Just that I can see there's a lot of options around you. And they may seem mundane and simple, but they're actually really important, I'm getting. We'll put those back. So moving on into the current energies, it's not an easy week ahead according to these cards. There will be grace periods, I can see that, but we're at the moment Eight of Cups, Eight of Swords, Nine of Swords and Strength. It's going to really cost you a lot of your strength this week to keep yourself above water perhaps, or to stop yourself from drowning in the mental overthinking and emotional triggers that come from memories and thoughts. I do feel like there's a lot to be let go of, and it's really, really painful process for you right now. You're definitely having to leave behind something that's meant a lot to you with the Eight of Cups. You may have been with the Moon, Three of Wands. So maybe perhaps waiting to see if there's progress here, and it looks like in the week ahead something may be coming up that causes you to feel quite anxious and afraid, even with the Eight of Swords and the Nine of Swords. I don't like to send messages out into the world that talk about, oh, it's going to be a fearful week ahead or anything like that. High Priestess is there. I just saw on the split. The Seven of Wands, you may be needing to defend yourself. The Ten of Wands, you're carrying too much. Don't repeat whatever this is that keeps making you feel stuck. We'll get to more of that advice soon, but we're just looking at the reality of what next week may look like, or this week ahead, or whenever it is you connect. Justice. Really needing to have that self-control to ground yourself and not get caught up in the mind and realize I saw that Magician before that wants to come out with the Eight of Swords and the Nine of Swords. It wants to remind you that you have a lot more power in this situation if only you don't get stuck in your head and come down into your body and take practical steps. They may be just self-care steps, eating right, sleeping right, caring for your home space, decluttering, that simple stuff, getting the filing or paperwork in order, organizing the next steps for your business to succeed, or whatever it is, booking that appointment and getting there. It's needing to come out of the head and have that extreme strength to just take some proactive steps. I want to pull up this card now. It's time to take action with a new moon in Aries, and Aries is the reset place in the zodiac. It is the new beginning. Aries is the first sign, and with the new moon as well, and that proactive action. And Aries is quite headstrong as well. It is ruled by the mind, by the head, or rules the head. I see the High Priestess again. I keep coming back to this some rituals. Some people out there might be doing sweet and sour jars or things like that. Just thinking, and actually, interestingly enough, this looks the same, doesn't it? I just noticed that. Avoid toxic people, hang out with people who uplift your spirits and not bring it down. I'm also seeing the ritual card as well, so just be mindful with your rituals, I would say. You do you. Just do things that perhaps I suggest you do things that will benefit your healing and not hold on to the hurt and the pain. That's oddly specific, and not everyone out there is doing sour jars and things like that. What am I shuffling for? Okay, Five of Pentacles. Okay. Wheel of Fortune, Nine of Wands. Things will change when you allow them to, is what I'm feeling here for some people. Again, take what resonates and leave what doesn't, because I do feel like for this reading, it feels a little bit touchy, and some things when touching on may be very sensitive to you and maybe even a little bit triggering. I see the Nine of Wands and the Devil. You're very attached to what it is you're trying your best to release yourself from. It may be that something is leaving at you as well, and you're being left behind. We do have the Five of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. It may be that somebody else has asserted a boundary and is no longer willing to reconnect and work things out. So it's highly likely that you're feeling this anxiety and fear of the idea of walking away from this situation. That may be what's happening here. I can see some not so great sleeping patterns for some people, definitely up perhaps late at night, and perhaps like recurrent thoughts or remembering the past, and then that triggering some emotions inside. And yeah, it doesn't look like the easiest week right now, but let's go into the challenge, like that wasn't already one. We have the Four of Pentacles and the World, or the universe, in this deck. It says power up the top. The challenge may be your personal power, not feeling powerful, not feeling empowered. We've got the Star and the Four of Cups as well, keyword luxury, not feeling like you have access to the previous luxuries of life, I would say, with that energy there. Four of Pentacles, I do feel like you're trying to hold on. You still may have hope for a certain situations with the Star, the World, the Four of Pentacles, like you're holding on to your world. But there's something here about not learning a certain lesson as well, and needing to perhaps take that really uncomfortable step to change the way of relating, or to change a certain pattern that you may be engaged in that it's not serving you or helping you move forward at all, and maybe giving your power away. I do feel like you're definitely like the bottling it all up energy with the Four of Pentacles, holding it all in pretty close and not sharing with anybody, not letting yourself be helped even, perhaps, for some. Or it may just be hard. Maybe it's just that you don't feel like there's the right person around that you could talk with, or the person perhaps you want to talk with, you're unable to. That may be the case. The Star and the Four of Cups, I do feel like it's a bit of pessimism here, definitely, because the challenge is finding that optimism and feeling like things are happening for you, and I think there's a real resistance to accept what is happening. And in this time, it's definitely just feeling like, I always do love the Four of Cups. I know I say that a lot on this channel, but no matter what deck you pull the Four of Cups from, it's so expressionate. The artists always seem to get it so well. And she feels helpless or hopeless. And there's so much wisdom underneath you. That's the thing. You've got so much understanding and clarity and wisdom, and you've come so far in your own personal development, your own healing journey. You've come so far. And it's that which will hold you right now, and I feel like you wish for more, or something like that. In the guidance with what will help, we have the Ace of Pentacles, the Six of Wands, really super positive. Princess, which would be the Page, and the Ten of Cups as well. So multiple timelines here, multiple stories, because it is a general reading, but definitely needing to take some practical, grounded action. This is definitely talking about taking those steps to support your business growth, or your education, your studies, to make a certain purchase that will secure your next step, or if that's, there's someone out there that may need to acquire a certain thing before they take the next step. And I do keep coming back to the idea of this reading that there's certain responsibilities that need to be taken care of, whether that's an appointment with an accountant or just whatever it might be. There's some practical steps that need to be taken. And for some of you here, I can also see putting your message out there in the world. For some of you, this may be sharing on social media. If I took these cards, I could definitely relate it to TikTok, maybe giving that an actual go and putting yourself out there to be seen, which is maybe a little scary and hard sometimes, even for me, believe it or not. Taking new steps and trying new things can be a little bit daunting, but I can see here with Six of Wands that you have got people around you that are actually waiting for you to rise up. I do get, for someone out there, it's your children, maybe they're adult children, maybe they're young children, but there's family or there's someone around you that is waiting to see you pick yourself up and dust yourself off. So that may mean for the person connecting to that message that you've been in this situation for some time and they really want to see you just make the most out of your life. Stop, perhaps stop beating yourself up and sort of claim your place in the world and take up new opportunities. This is a new study opportunity for some people that will lead to a great deal of happiness. For others, this is changing your career and taking those steps necessary to make that happen, because even though the challenge right now is the Four of Cups, but the advice is leading you to the Ten of Cups, which is ultimate wish fulfillment, so much happiness. It's the happy ever after sort of energy. With the Page of Pentacles, it does talk about committing yourself to a beginner's journey in a way, and just believing that there's a path you're meant to be on, and trusting it and taking the practical steps. I think there's a lot of people that do already acknowledge the success and growth. I keep coming back to how far you've actually come, and there's someone or a group of people even that really do acknowledge how powerful you are and how much you've already done, perhaps for your community or for your family, or you do contribute a great deal, and so you deserve the best. And it may be some people that are really wishing you would stop accepting less than what you're worth, maybe, or stop engaging in certain things that are not healthy for you. I just do get that there's someone in your corner, whether you see them or not. So further guidance here, we've got the Eight of Wands and the Nine of Cups. Eight of Wands is a message about new information coming in, or lots of conversations, and it's leading towards the Nine of Cups. See the rainbow here? This symbolizes finishing something that you've already started. And we've even got the rainbow on the jar here. Finishing something that you've already started. We also have the Ace of Wands, and so whatever it is that you have already perhaps put some energy into, a creative project or whatever it may be, it does look like with more effort and continued dedication and just practical steps and believing in yourself, that you will absolutely receive the results that you are after in regards to that. We see the Six of Wands here. There's a lot of blessings around you. And look, let me just pull this up because this actually speaks to that as well. This is the Perception card. I am perceptive. The number 16 may mean something to you, but see how the cobwebs, and on the inside of the cobwebs, these are dead flowers. So the perception of this person is to expect the worst in this symbology. And however, if she just breaks through this cobwebs and clear away the old, she'll come to see that there's actually fresh blooms just waiting. And I kind of feel it's a repeated message from some of the groups lately. I can't remember, it kind of blurs at the end of it all, but this is absolutely asking you to persevere, to take steps forward, even if you are uncertain of what's on the path ahead, or giving up something right now may leave you with the feeling of nothing. We had the Five of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck here. So there is definitely a fear of an overthinking in regards to how things are going to turn out, but you're absolutely asked to follow the flow of energy, talk about your dreams and goals and desires as well. There's intuitive ideas that need to be acted upon here. I can see really strong intuitive energy within group 1. I keep going to say group 2, even like I first started, I'm like, hey, group 2, oh, oops, delete that and start again. So then, even though I haven't gotten to group 2 yet, there may be messages there for you when we get there, which is pretty common for group 1. By the time I get to group 2, there's similarity. Not always, but fairly often. Yeah, there's going to be new energy, new motivation, new ideas, new opportunities, so long as you release and move forward. So outcome energy, we have the Ace of Swords and Judgment. This is a likely conversation that's going to clear the air or bring you the truth you need. It may be the truth that sets you free sort of energy here. It may be your own decision, declaration, idea. We have the Two of Wands and the Two of Swords next as well. So it also talks to a choice that, although is very hard to make, and there's a lot of contradictory components to this choice, I feel like you need to make the hard choice, if that makes sense. You got the two of Wands here, Two of Swords. So you're at the crossroads. You just don't know which way to go. You don't know if you should continue to persevere here, or is it not worth your time and energy anymore. With the Judgment card, you're going this is in the outcome. It's a piece of information that may come through for you this week. We've got the Eight of Wands here. We've definitely got something coming up. It's going to set you free. It may leave you feeling confused as well and uncertain, but it's going to really bring you to a crossroads where you need to make a choice, and you may not be so certain which choice to make when that comes. Nine of Wands, yeah. Let's get one more on that choice. Ooh, the Devil. I see the Prince of Cups as well. Five of Wands. Yeah. Need I say more? But I will. The Devil is obviously the toxicity, the things that keep you trapped. We've even got the card here, Healing Chaos. I haven't pulled it up yet. And there's butterflies all around this, so it's necessary chaos in a way. Sometimes destruction will change up the landscape, and that will benefit the next cycle of life, if that makes sense. So I do feel like it's time to heal that chaos. It's no longer needing to stay within the destruction of it. If it's constantly pulling upheaval in your life, there's no need to continue with that. But what you can do is something with what's left, or where the chips may fall, whether, I'm getting all the expressions jumbled up in my head, but there is a lot to be learned and gained and growth that can come from this. It's sort of like a tower energy where what needs to fall must fall. So please do let it, and then you may be able to do something with the rubble, or perhaps you're just walking away completely because it no longer serves. It's just not beneficial. We have also I am forgiving. And this is somebody who is skeptical and been hurt quite a lot. They've been stabbed in the back. But it's the message of forgiveness, as you probably hear all over the world, it's more about your peace of mind and you being released from the situation, just accepting that some things just happen for whatever reason. For other people's reality perceptions cause them to make the choices that they do. And a lot of the time the things people do are never because of you. It's their own lens that they're looking through here. But with I am forgiving, it's to say that while you can forgive someone, it doesn't mean you need to give them another chance either. So it's just finding that peace there. And it kind of comes up nicely with the Perceptive card, because this person is expecting the worst, and that's because you've been hurt in the past. And it's when you clear away all of that old and really step into, I'm getting some intensive therapy that may be needed for some people connecting to this reading. This is for those who have actually been too afraid to take that step at all and have never engaged in it, or if they have, it was maybe a long time ago, but it's been recommended, but you just haven't done it yet. That's who that message is for. And ongoing therapy for even years for some people connecting to this would be extremely beneficial. It's just a scary step to take. something that you'd think, oh no, I don't need that, or you are very strong. You come out here with the strength card. You're so strong in how you handle this, but I don't feel like it's entirely healthy either in the way things are bottled and contained. Good choice, Jackson. So let's go into the self-loving prompts. We've got clear your energy, refuel your energy, reclaim your power. Absolutely, in all different ways and on a regular basis. We've got ritual here. Make it a daily ritual. Maybe it's in the morning, maybe it's the end of the day, or maybe it's after a certain conversation, to clear yourself so that you can step back into you, back into your body, back into your day, your home, your workspace, or whatever you're doing. Little rituals can really support you in feeling that inner strength while we move through greater challenges in our external relationships and situations. These rituals can be so simple, like making your bed, and like that's, I said that last week in one of the groups, but for a while there wasn't making my bed in the morning. I was just, whatever, off into the day. But for the last nearly month now, probably, I've been making my bed, and it's the fact that I've continued to do it is even making me accountable. Like, I've gone to not do it some days. I'm like, no, you go, and I don't know, just the consistency of it pulls me into the strength of that ritual. So it is about consistency with rituals and showing up regularly. You can do it once, it may be nice, but it continues showing up, and your practice will deepen and have more of an impact. And they really can be the simplest things. They don't need to be spell jars and all the woo things. They really don't. They don't need to be what's in this image at all. They can be a cup of tea. My ritual, my first reading of the day is always a licorice root tea. That is my ritual, because licorice root is very grounding, and I'm intuiting messages from a higher level. So to stay down will keep my head out of the clouds. And sweet little mugs, they make me happy. Little things. It's the little things. We've got avoid toxic people here. We saw that before as well. Do not let them in. Toxic substances as well, of course. We see a bottled poison there. And financial goals. You can see that as well with Ace of Pentacles, Six of Wands. Those that are needing to take the next step with their business, perhaps you've been working at it really hard and you're having to give up a way of doing it to just change things up. Don't give up. Change things up. Try that new thing. It will be a prosperous new beginning with the Ace of Pentacles, and that's in your advice section, to take steps in the area of growing something new. Or trying something new within your business already. Maybe it's creating a budget and sticking to it because you've got a plan, some financial goals. Oh yeah, financial goals, literally. This one, when I was shuffling, came out like it was selected, hand selected. It didn't shuffle and jump, which I don't too often get when I'm shuffling. It just felt like I didn't need to pull any more after this one. So, but I did anyway. You are currently under construction. Please be patient. This is a process, absolutely. We also have, you will find your place in the world, even when you don't know how. That has been echoed through this whole reading. Right now, you may feel a little blocked and lost and held back and restricted, but you will absolutely come out of this. Things will progress. Just be patient. You are under construction, and it's all the little choices you make right now to support yourself that will have a profound effect on where you're headed. It's all these little choices today that really matter. Own your time and give it meaning. Don't let it pass you by. Don't let the day go by without at least achieving one little thing just for you that's going to support your growth. It's going to support being responsible or being dependable for yourself, to know and prove that you can depend on yourself to achieve your goals. Lessons in life will repeat until they are learned. We did see that devil wanting to poke through. We do see the opportunity to repeat an old pattern for you. Yeah. So where do I go now? We've seen all the oracles. So I think we'll do the charms. Let's do it. Might be all we need. Okay then. Just 3 charms we have here is this. This is the family tree, energy, a sweet little tree. So it is a message of, exactly like I said before, having deep roots that will ground you. The tree message as well, not only to do with family connection. I did get that for someone. You've got some family watching you, or maybe it's your child that's looking up to you. Whether they're adult children or not, there's people there that want to see you grow and want to see you branch out. And I think a lot of the root work needs to be done at the moment, though, a lot of the grounding. We have the fox, which I do attribute to a bit of Seven of Swords energy. So there may be some issues with love and not being able to trust love. We've got the love pendant. This is a really beautiful one with 3 hearts inside. So these could be 3 special people that you love, or 4, or family, whatever, one union even. But it came reversed with the foxy next to it. So I do feel like there's some distrust when it comes to loving relationships. And I think that there's certain things that you intuitively feel that you may need to trust in regards to a situation. But for some as well, I kind of want another charm now for confirmation on it. The eagle. All right then. Yeah, it's about having a higher perception of this situation and being very tactful and careful in your approach to things. It's knowing when to speak up and when to perhaps let go. And you also have the beautiful owl, which is connected to that intuition energy. Of course it is. It's seeing through the dark. They have great night vision. It's seeing through illusions and following that intuition. You've got a lot of strong intuitive type energies within this reading. So I think you can trust that, especially when you start the reading with the moon as well. That's a very, very intuitive card. But it does feel like there's a lot of confusion about what you can trust with things that come up about whether that's a message or is it a fear. That's definitely strong here. And so needing to meditate and ground, like the tree, like the tea rituals, things that ground you in your day are going to help you really understand what is fear and what is actually guidance, for sure. So I reckon maybe we should do, we're at half an hour. I might skip the pendulum. Sorry if that disappoints you. We're already at 30 minutes. And so we'll stick with the charms for today. Maybe we'll bring the pendulum in next week. Now I've knotted it up, so it's definitely not meant to happen. Yeah. So I think that's all I have for you then, group 1. I hope this reading gave you some sort of clarity, comfort or guidance, even though I do understand that this is not an easy situation to be in for you currently. But I'm sending lots of love to you, and I look forward to connecting with you all again soon. Bye, group 1. Hey, group 2, and welcome to your reading. If you chose the Tingsha bells or the Tibetan bells, then this one will be your reading. So Tibetan bells are for clearing the energy. They can relieve anxiety. It may be a message for you to use sound healing at this time, whether it's these beautiful bells or a singing bowl or binaural beats or just your favorite artist, your favorite musician, just listening to sound and music and allowing that to heal you, to bring you relaxation and to soothe any anxieties and just, yeah, I haven't got the right word for what I want to say, so just feelings of not so niceness. Don't know why I've got the word for it. No words are coming through, but they don't feel like they fit. Anyway, yeah, so I think that these bells are to also like I kind of get that ting of clarity, like, oh, that's it, like the idea bulb going off. 111, I just saw. Like, oh, that's what I've got to do. And I think, yeah, through maybe taking a bit of time out to meditate and to get that sense of clarity, to clear some of the anxiety, you may get some answers there. So I'd just also like to take this little opportunity at the start of the reading to thank everyone for your likes, shares, comments and subscribes on the channel, and bookings of readings. It's all very appreciated and a beautiful way to support the channel. And those who watch my ads, that's another beautiful way to support free tarot readings on YouTube, is watching their ads. And there's some donations that have been coming through as well. They're so lovely. I'm really grateful for those as well. So yeah, thanks to everyone who's been doing that. And I'm also going to chuck some charms on in the end of this reading, pull a couple of charms for you. And I'm thinking about branching out into like mini, you know, like, dare I say it, TikTok. I'm not there yet. I haven't downloaded the app. I haven't branched into that side of things, but I do hear a lot of feedback about TikTok being extremely intuitive and the algorithms, so you really do get what you need. So maybe just trusting that myself and venturing off into having a bit of fun with the charms on TikTok readings. I think might start that soon. Still getting my head around it, I think, and how that whole platform even works. I don't know yet. But yeah, we'll do some charms at the end of this reading, and any feedback on that is greatly appreciated as well. If you enjoyed them, let me know. So let's start out with some of the energies on the table. We've got Pisces and Cancer. Scorpio is here as well. So all the water energy is here. All the fixed signs are here. Aquarius, Taurus and Leo as well. So that may be an energy you're dealing with. It may be your energy, or it may be a part of your chart that's activated at this time, but it's not too important, the signs. Underlying energy for this reading is the Three of Swords. So we are moving through some heartache. Might be why the sound clearing and healing might be really important at the moment. I think that sometimes just following that sound until it rings off into nothing can really bring a bit of clearing. I've always found that with certain bells. I do love the singing bowl as well. Beautiful tool. So, group 2, let's jump into your past energy here. We've got the Knight. First of all, we've got the Knight of Pentacles and the Knight of Swords. We've got the 10 of Pentacles, the 6 of Swords, and then the Fool as well. 6 of Swords and the Fool are kind of together. We'll get there. So I get the feeling here that this isn't, obviously it's a general reading, so it's multiple things, but for what I'm picking up on mostly is having to deal with perhaps some other people within this situation, whether it's family, extended family, co-workers, housemates, whatever it might be. I feel like there may have been a bit of drama or chaos within that collective, that dynamic there, and I feel like there's a real, whatever this is, maybe it's just one person, but it feels like there's a lot of drama connected to it, and you've just been trying to move forward, and it's like this person or the situation is like stopping each step of the way almost, or they just seem to derail you in some way, or knock you off your course, or distract you, and it's just not worth your attention or your energy, because I can see that group 2, you really want success in some area of your life, whether that's your relationships, your peace of mind within your home and your body, career success, relationship healing, whatever it is. You've got some goals, and I can see that, and you're really set on achieving those goals. And I've got to say, group 2, I really feel like you are going to achieve those goals, but in the past energy there's certainly been some struggle, maybe some delays, some drama I do feel with certain people, and you've come to this place where you're wanting to release that and leave it behind, even if it means leaving behind all that you've built within this situation. 10 of Pentacles can be a long-standing business or relationship, something that's had years and a lot of energy, money, time and devotion, money, energy and time devoted to that situation or to that structure. So I feel like you just want to leave the drama of it behind, if that applies, and be able to give yourself that freedom and lightness of heart. I feel like you're really wanting to feel a lot lighter. I kind of get this crazy feeling, like somebody's crazy making or something like that. It won't be for everyone, but I feel like, just this distractive, crazy making, just sort of maybe even lunacy could be tied up. Like some people just getting a little bit chaotic could be the case. This is past, but you're wanting to leave that in the past. You don't want to engage in that. I can see you just wanting to take a new opportunity here, leap for it, let the past go, and just find peace. Like I feel like, what? You know, I don't know, this might not be for everyone, but it feels so like, just really, like, you know what I mean, group 2? It's like, come on. It's just how I feel. Yeah, it might be how you felt. But anyway, we're in the current energy, the way things, you are trying to release that, but it still does burden you. There still is some concerns about the situation. The Nine of Swords is here, maybe not so sure what to do. The Sun is here as well. Maybe there's fears about families and how things are going to grow. There might be fears about a mother and a child in this situation, maybe a health complication for some people, or mental, physical health, either way. I just feel like there's a great deal of concerns about the way things are headed, and will things grow in the way you'd hoped, and there's certain things that need to be released so that you can just move forward. People's opinions, drama, just it feels unnecessary. Whatever it is feels so unnecessary. We've also got here the Page of Wands and the Two of Wands. This is quite the adventurous types of energy here moving ahead. I feel like you're going to release yourself. This is a path ahead. You're going to release yourself and lighten the load. You're going to start making plans for a new direction. You're sick of it. You're sick of it. Oh. I love it when it comes through in such strong feelings like this, because I'm so mad. But not really. Some people sometimes comment, oh, I'm sorry you're feeling what I feel, and really don't need to apologize. As much as some of these messages can be hard and painful to intuit, it's you that's going through it. And personally, I enjoy knowing I have that. When I feel it in that way, I can trust the message more. So for me, it's enjoyable in my work. So that's for those who sometimes say, oh, sorry, you're feeling it. It's okay. I'm happy to hold that for a moment just to validate what you're going through. And it's you that's actually feeling it. So maybe it's that mirror there as well of needing to apologize to you interesting. Anyway, so Nine of Swords, the Sun, completely opposing energies as well. It could also indicate that sometimes during the daytime you might be feeling a lot better, and it's nighttime that haunts you. I'm just noticing the little Joey with the red flag. I've never seen that before. Red flag. And it's almost like, the flag that, come and get it, like the bull thing. What are they called? I'm not even going to try to remember. It starts with an M, I think. Anyway, yeah, there's a red flag here. Interesting. What's that about? We've got the Three of Swords, the Knight of Wands. Somebody who's impulsive, immature. This is a younger person. It may be your child you're dealing with, your adult child perhaps, or someone else's child. Somebody who's causing a stir, somebody who's getting involved and causing some drama for the mother maybe. This is oddly specific and not for everyone, of course, but you are releasing that. You've got the Knight of Wands, the Page of Wands. So the Page of Wands, the Two of Wands. You're ready for a new adventure. You're ready to trust the landscape and just take a different path. You're getting ready, I should say. You might not quite be there yet, but by the end of this week, you're going to start to get a fair bit more of a view on what way you actually want to go, and it might become quite clear that you are at a crossroads by the end of the week and that you need to make a choice. That's what I'm getting about that. Yeah, Seven of Cups, you're not sure which choice to make. Two of Pentacles, yeah, exactly. Two of Pentacles is that the juggling of those two options as well, and maybe there's more than two options with the Seven of Pentacles and how you can handle this. I want to say invest in yourself. Self-care is going to be most important in regards to that. Let's jump into the challenge. We got the Wheel of Fortune and the Empress, more indication of motherly energy here, family dynamics as well. We've also got the Strength and Two of Swords. So definitely the challenge is to do with big changes in regards to, I think, a family dynamic or a mother here, or potentially a father as well, but definitely relationship and mother. I mean, yeah, bear with me. is wanting you're wanting to know. I feel like a challenge is knowing how to nurture yourself so everyone is of benefit in this situation. I get the sense that you are maybe I feel like you feel you're responsible, or make yourself responsible for how other people are thinking, feeling, and how they behave. And so you might be feeling a little out of control in regards to that, like things are happening outside of your control and you're sort of just having to do your best with each given moment, and there's a lot of confusion and lack of clarity in this situation completely. And I can see that throughout the week, and but you opt for growth. Here, let me pull this up. You opt to release what doesn't serve you. We've also got I am sacred, and I love how these are mostly black and white with just a touch of color for the ones that came out. And we have I tune out negative people and thoughts, which is so I am sacred. This beautiful Indian woman this message is all about treating yourself well, respecting yourself, self-care, and realizing that it's really important. The self-care journey usually comes to us when we are quite lost and realizing that something is missing in life. And so we come to find that is the answer of self-care and that whole journey that it entails. You may be deep in that journey yourself. You may be in the process of releasing old pains and not letting them come and hinder your future anymore. But I like about how it's all black and white and there's a touch of color. The color is in her tears that release, and the color is in her glasses frame and the drink she consumes, her headphones and her hair. So to me, it's like maybe times have been a bit dark, a bit black and white, but it's what will benefit you and bring life and color back into the situation is to release those, to let those tears fall perhaps, but to release and trust, and tune out the negative thoughts and consume only the things that are going to benefit you, positive reinforcement, and looking at things from a glass half full perspective, and only like even the things you listen to. She's got these earphones on. We've had the sound message with the tinsel bells. So it's choosing what you're willing to take, what you're willing to consume. We've actually also got set boundaries, which I thought was a beautiful color match as well. Setting boundaries in your life is a great way to put yourself first, which I am sacred message of taking care of yourself. You just, whatever, again, back to that, whatever it is that seems unnecessary, and you can lighten the load and really free yourself from that heaviness of it all. So in the advice for the challenge, we've got the Emperor and the Five of Cups. We've got the Hierophant and the Five of Pentacles. These are pretty strong and weak energies altogether. So with the Empress in the challenge and the Emperor in the advice, so you could look at this as a relationship dynamic that is maybe a marriage that is breaking down. The Five of Cups, people connecting to this may be grieving the loss of your partner, whether that's through relationship breakdown or other situations. And this commitment, being left out in the cold of this commitment. So I can certainly see potential for a situation that is very invested in. The Ten of Pentacles was there even, but the Six of Swords is moving away from that. So it's like perhaps whether it was your choice or theirs, there's something happened here that has perhaps ended a very long-term relationship, or that it's going through a great deal of struggle for whatever reason. And that your advice is to have a bit more authority within this situation with the Emperor, to stand up for yourself, to stand up for what you believe in, to commit to your own higher truth, regardless of what you feel like you might lose in the face of that truth. The Hierophant is a very strongly committed card to the wisdom of life. It's the teachings, it's the knowledge, and it's applying it to life. The Three of Swords is at the bottom deck. I just see the Nine of Wands. It looks like finding independence and breaking away from a commitment or a union or a structure, an organization, or maybe even a religion. It's leaving something behind to find your own way, something that's more supportive of your truth, because this is bringing you a great deal of sadness and lack of clarity. You may not have that answer yet, or maybe it's that you haven't accepted yet. but that is coming in time. I feel like getting outdoors in nature is going to be really important for you this week, and meditation and grounding, and to lighten that load as much as you can, because you are carrying so very much. But that is changing. It's even in the outcomes. So let's move on into further guidance. We've got lots of major arcanas here. We've got the Star of the World, Four of Pentacles, Magician. So really strong energies here as well in further guidance. Your guidance is to renew, refresh, release with the Star card. This is a card of hope as well with the World and the Four of Pentacles, Magician. For some people, I feel like this is where general messages make it a little harder, because I do feel for some people that there is still hope within a relationship to heal, move forward, and find resolution or to transform in some way. But for others, this relationship is already over and absolutely not coming back. So that's why generals are a little tricky. You hopefully will know where you're at, or given the week ahead, you are coming to know where you are at. But this is an energy of protecting yourself, buckling down, saving your money, saving your time and your energy, healing, releasing, and remembering your power within the situation. To not give. This is absolutely blocking out negative thoughts and people, not negative anything. It's not letting it in. You don't have the space for it right now. You're needing to sort of rejuvenate yourself, to heal yourself, to protect yourself even. There's a lot of capability when you see that Magician and the Star on the other side. Like, you're so divinely guided to this moment. You deserve all of the care, all of it. You've got, just coming back to the I Am Sacred card, I just do feel that the most important steps right now are all the steps that nurture you and your life goals, and not engaging with other people's drama or things that will roadblock you or make you feel crazy. Or there was a few messages about what it is that's trying to affect you, and it keeps coming back to your power within the situation to not allow that. Outcome energy is the 10 of Wands, the 2 of Cups, and the Death card. So that maybe, I do strongly see here for some, this is the ending of a relationship that is very hard to accept and let go of. It may be through literal death, and if that is the case, my condolences to that loss. That is absolutely. There are no words for such things sometimes. It just is so big. But I think those types of messages should be left for more personal one-on-one readings, rather than opening something up and then leaving it there. I think it needs ongoing support if that is the case. If you have lost someone through literal death, to seek grief counselling or any sort of support you might need. Ongoing. But anyway, back to messages of just the transformation or the ending of a relationship here. It does look like you've been carrying this for quite some time, and I feel like for most of you, it's time to be your best friend, to be your own companion, and to relieve yourself of this situation, to have those boundaries, to stand up and find balance, and no longer carry what's not yours to carry. Just drop it, I think. It might be a bit of a shock to the people around you, but there's no way that people are going to take it off you for you. You have to drop it, is what I'm feeling for that. Let's get one more, because I want to. Yeah, far out, even more confusing, but not. Because the Three of Pentacles is on the bottom of the deck. So this could be about finding people who are more supportive of you, people who are willing to help you move through your healing, people that are really, I'm getting collaboration works as well when it comes to your business. Like, it feels like you're just leaving something behind that would sap you of your energy so that you can actually go and build something that's really great. But for others, I can also see the message of healing conflict and working together, especially with death next to it. It's just that there's something within the relationship that must be let go of so that you have a fighting chance. Yeah, this group 2 is perhaps, a lot of different scenarios connecting in. But the confirmations I got there was the Ace of Swords and the 5 of Wands. So this is like we need either a strong, hard boundary against drama and conflict and all these other people that think they have some sort of a say on the situation. A hard boundary, a sharp truth. I don't think you need to give too much, Four of Pentacles. You sort of just need to elevate yourself past the situation with the world. This person, I don't know why I just saw them in a complete cocoon then. Might be the wrapping of the scarf around them, but that looked like a cocoon for a minute, so that might be important as well to sort of just bring it in and not hold what doesn't belong there, but some honest truths to put an end to some drama here, I would say. And that's right, we had the Three of Pentacles. So let's go over to the Moonology deck. We've got Meditate and Contemplate, New Moon in Pisces. You and your loved ones are safe, New Moon in Cancer. So very emotional energies, Cancer and Pisces, very intuitive as well. You're definitely getting the signs and the guidance needed. You can feel it in your emotional body. Like myself before with the message, when I start to feel a little bit of something, I know that I'm on the right track. Might be my Cancer moon. But yeah, you've definitely got, with the two new moons here as well, fresh beginnings, fresh energy. You've even got like current energy. Although the Nine of Swords comes after the Fool, there's a lot of fear in taking a step, a leap into the unknown. You are needing to trust it, which brings me to the next card, Trust. It's a beautiful card. We've got a desert here and an ocean behind it and a rainforest by the look. So it speaks to that trusting perhaps when things are barren as well. And because everything does serve in one way or another. There's a great difference between the Sahara and the Amazon. However, they are connected. And it's a great deal of minerals and phosphorus that travels in the upper atmosphere to land into the Amazon. So it does support, if you can see what I mean here. You're needing to trust the path, trust the journey, trust in that. Yeah, I think there's a real need to meditate and sort of just rein it in a bit, contemplate and think about, connect with how you're feeling, tune out the noise. Release that, take care of yourself. I Am Sacred is about self-care. Treat yourself sacred, like really, truly. No, I just keep coming back for some of you here. No one's going to do it for you. If you're waiting for someone to give you that break, I'm getting the message as well for people who are constantly doing everything for everyone and wondering, well, why does anyone do anything for me? That's not going to happen until you do something for you and stop picking up everyone else's stuff. It has to come from you. As much as we want to be saved from that situation, appreciated and acknowledged, we need to own our power to have that received. So, and yeah, that brings me to this wonderful card. It just keeps going, doesn't it? Learn when to say no, avoid clutter, slow down and quiet your mind. It feels like the most important message. I just got a really hug feeling around my thighs then when I said that. So I want to interpret that as, yeah, just holding yourself and supporting the choices you want to make, and not pleasing anyone else. But this is like, I'm doing this for me. It's that energy. Lessons in life will repeat until they're learned. Like I just said, no one's going to learn this or break the cycle for you, but you've got what it takes. You're already in it. You're doing it anyway. This is probably just confirmation on what you're already up to. Good luck sometimes comes disguised as bad luck. Like the message of the Sahara Desert. It may be barren and empty, but it all serves in the end. It'll serve the next cycle, perhaps. Don't lose yourself trying to hold on to someone. That message has been quite clear here. And true love will find you in the end. Set boundaries we had in the self-love prompts. Self-exploration. Peel off the false persona and get to know and find your truth. And that false persona is people-pleasing, appeasing, saying yes when you really want to say no. Practicing gratitude. You have, yeah, I do feel like you do have a lot. You've got a lot of skills, capabilities, goals, desires, and motivation and drive. I think you've got it all. You've got what it takes for success you're after. Acknowledge that within yourself. Acknowledge the blessings and the help that is surrounding you as well, because that is there. There is support. And let go and move on. We've got that a few times in this. Don't allow the past to prevent you from moving forward. So we'll jump over to the charms. For group 2. One more. No. Sure not one more? Yeah, it's so funny. Okay. Oh, too many. Too many. No, it's all right. We'll take them anyway. Okay. So I just had a little laugh because the ducky came out, and you may have seen in a reading lately that ducky. Yeah, ducky is all about letting it float off water like a duck's, water float off you like a duck's back. You know that expression, to just keep swimming, to look to the positive, to look to the optimistic side. From the Nine of Swords to the Sun is a dramatic change. You may experience yourself an epiphany moment where you just but in a positive way, not in a FU way, if you get what I mean. It does, yeah, it feels like just keep swimming, don't let it get to you, just, yeah, that sort of energy for the ducky there. We've got this beautiful charm. For me, this represents women's circles and coming together to share your collaborative ideas with other people that are on a similar journey to you, or people that really support your journey. It's a collective energy coming in to support the greater whole as well. Some of you might be teachers, spiritual guides, or just somebody who helps the collective in some way. Helps your collective. Maybe it's an art group. Just so many different things this could be, but it talks about collaborative efforts and support. And it's upright, so it tells me that's bang on and true. So the little plane has come in reverse to feeling like maybe there's a bit of stagnation with this situation, or you're not so things are just perhaps not moving as fast as you may like, or in the direction you may like as well. So definitely need to change the course there. We have the eagle face down, so perhaps not, needing to really take the time out to see this from a greater perspective rather than being bogged down in the drama of it all. The hawk is it eagle, sorry, is that obviously a much higher perception, and it's also knowing when to strike, knowing when to go for your prey, knowing the right timing of things by taking that time to analyze the situation correctly. We have this beautiful charm of family and love, children. It's all connected to the people you love the most, and it's upright, which was also next to the charm that I like to attribute to the Empress card, which is here in your challenge area. So perhaps parenthood or family situations may be challenging at this time, but I do also see that through lots of self-care and nurturing that you it's through your own boundaries and caring for yourself that you will indirectly care for the people around you as well, because it's very important that you are okay. I think that's really important. I think there's a lot of people that rely on you, and when you're not okay, you're not okay, right? I think it's really important to filter what you're receiving, because the people that do rely on you, I do feel there's people that love you so much, and you them, and they want to see you do well. I'm getting that from group 1 as well, that there's someone out there, or people or group, that just really love you so much. Yes. And the other charm I have, this this charm is usually a message from a past loved one, which we did actually have that message already in this reading about a past loved one. So if there is somebody in spirit you're wanting to connect to, and you're feeling like maybe you're not getting their messages because it was reversed, to maybe take that time to silence your mind to try and connect again, because there's certainly someone trying to reach you with a message of the direction of your life. So I think I'll leave that there for the charms. It's a sweet little read. I'd love to have some feedback on that. If you enjoyed the charms, that'd be nice to know. But otherwise, group 2, I think that's all I have for you this week. And I hope that gave you some sort of comfort, clarity and guidance, and look forward to reading for you all again soon. Bye, group 2. Hey, group 3, and welcome to your reading. If you chose this little pyramid, This pyramid is actually part of a greater pyramid, but Jackson only chose the top. If you're new here, it's my son Jackson that chooses the crystals or the items to start the reading, and then I'll, go from there. And what he's actually chosen is the crown chakra point. It's like the top of a pyramid that I use in my Reiki treatments. So yeah, you've got this sweet little crown chakra pyramid, and there's so much in this reading, group 3, and it's a beautiful reading. I know there's challenge here, we'll work through it together, but this is a beautiful reading. Underlying energy is the Empress. Ooh, underneath that is the moon. I see the King of Wands. Fulfillment fell onto the Empress, so I want to leave it there because we'll get to it, but just the way things fell, there's a lot of beauty here. There's certainly strong messages from past loved ones in spirit. I can see that. Obviously not for everybody, but there's certainly specific messages here, so I'll pass them on as they come through. Also, I wanted to take this opportunity just to say thank you to everyone for all your likes, shares, comments, and subscribing to the channel. It's a beautiful way to support this channel, and for those who are watching my ads, that's another beautiful way to support free readings on YouTube, is to watch their ads, or at least the shorter ones. And what else? And donations have been coming through, and they're so beautiful, so I'm very grateful for those as well. So thank you to anyone who's been sending some donations through as an exchange for this energy that you receive, and very grateful. But even just a like, a comment is a beautiful acknowledgement as well. So thank you to everyone for that, and those that are booking private readings as well. It means so much to connect in this deeper way, and I just sometimes just have to pinch myself with some of the beautiful people that I connect with, especially my group 3s. I get a lot of those in private readings, so you'll know who you are. You've connected with me before perhaps in a private reading, and it's, yeah, I always just walk away thinking, are you serious? Is that really my life? Do I really get to connect with such beauty? Full on sometimes. But yeah, anyway, so crown chakra, what else do I want to say? Charms, yeah, I'm going to chuck some charms in the end of this reading. I've used them on the channel maybe a long time ago, but I'm thinking of branching out onto TikTok. I don't actually have TikTok. I did download the app the other day, but I haven't done anything with it. So I've got to figure out how to use that platform, but I'm thinking of playing with charms on TikTok. That might be fun, because I've heard a lot of feedback about the algorithms being extremely intuitive, and you get what you need in TikTok. So yeah, I'm just going to trust that maybe the charm messages will reach who they're needed. I'm just going to wrap my head around doing that and how that's all going to work. It's sometimes scary to branch out into things you haven't done before, or keep up with the times, all of that stuff as well. Lots of messages pointing me towards TikTok, so might go there soon. I'll let you all know the journey as it unfolds. Whoops. But yeah, crown chakra for you, group 3, obviously connected to the cosmos, connected to all that is, and having that strong knowing. You are beautiful, strong people. I can see that here. The energies are just amazing. I'll go through the signs I can see here. In the Moonology is Sagittarius, Scorpio, and Taurus. I can see Libra's energy here. Virgo is here. Aquarius, Libra, and Taurus quite strongly. Cancer as well. So that could be a part of your chart that's activated. It could be your sun sign. It could be anything. It doesn't matter too much, so don't give it too much credit. But yeah, crown chakra here. I think that this is, we know. We don't think. We know when it's the crown chakra. It's your knowing. It's knowing that you've got what it takes to handle this situation. And this, just some of the cards, I'm just shuffling, and I know what card is coming next, and then there it is, and it's almost as if to say, you know how to handle this, or you know what's coming next even. But let's just jump into the past energies here. In the past energy, we've got the 5 of Wands, and I feel like this is an internal struggle. Not for everyone. For some, this is, you've had to deal with a narcissist energy. Not for everyone, of course. I just really noticed how one person is enjoying this struggle and the other is taking it seriously and does not. So just a message for some out there that but you're no longer engaged in that. You've got the Magician next. This is past energy. So this, for many of you, this is an internal struggle with grappling with your own personal power and personal decisions and ways to yield your power in relationships and life to get what it is you desire, to manifest the life that you want, to no longer engage in drama perhaps as well. But either way, you're stepping, past energy is just, you've reclaimed your power some way here, in some beautiful way. Lovely to see the crown chakra and then the Magician and the Queen of Wands here as well. As I just want to pull this card up because of the imagery speaks to that crown chakra, doesn't it? The Judgment card is next. We'll get there though. I love that imagery for a crown chakra message, because it is the knowing, it's the calling, it's hearing the trumpets and responding in kind. So here we are. Queen of Wands, so magnetic, so beautiful, so powerful. You've perhaps been really dabbling in some of your spiritual arts at this time, connecting with spirit, perhaps connecting with ancestors or past loved ones. Like I said, does feel strong in this reading. There may be anniversaries for loved ones coming up. That feels kind of specific as well. The Wheel of Fortune times are changing, but they're changing for the better. Although it's not all going to be easy and smooth sailing, you're in your power now. You're feeling capable. You've been getting yourself ready for more success, for more reach, to spread your work further, to learn new things, to reach people in a deeper way. The seasonal change here as well with the wheel, death, transformation. This is your rebirth time. It's time to really come out. Maybe literally coming out for some people, actually. The Queen of Wands, a Queen of Pentacles. Yeah. I'm just being reminded of a recent article in the news of someone being forced to come out with both of those queens. But anyway, don't know why that came to me. Might be relevant for someone. But yeah, I don't want the Empress to be off the bottom of the deck, but I want to use the deck. All right, Justice. Yeah, beautiful. See, it's the balancing, right? The seasonal change, and it's a balancing. We saw the Death before. Ten of Cups is not a bad trade up for the Empress on the bottom of the deck. So it is all prosperity lies ahead. This is about new growth. The ice and the snow is thawing to make room for new growth. We've even got that reflective in the Judgment card. I love this. It's the light of truth will clear away the stagnation or that which held you back from growth, from expression, from freedom, from organic growth. I'm feeling like just true, just so true. It's beautiful because it's true. So yes, and this is your doing. You are in charge here. This is 100% you, Group 3. Four of Wands, changes perhaps within the home space as well. Lots of healing practices here. Definitely when this is the tip of my triangle thing that I like to use for my Reiki treatments. Because each little panel is like, from root, and they get a little smaller, of course, to build the triangle, but I spread them out under the table and then put the appropriate crystals and things that are required underneath. But I feel like I'm going on 100 tangents with you, Group 3. It just feels so nice. Group 1 and 2 had their challenges, but Group 3 feels very different. Similar in ways, of course. We're collective energy, but different. So let's just jump into the week ahead. We've got the Judgment card. We do have the 10 of Swords, the 8 of Swords, and the 5 of Swords. There's a little bit more, we'll get there, just holding a little bit at a time. This does look like this could potentially be a painful week in some way, especially for those that perhaps have lost a loved one and you're experiencing this acceptance and truth that comes after the loss of someone, the fragility of life and death. And feeling very trapped to that situation and absolutely powerless with all of these swords. This is absolutely mentally stuck in a position of focusing on what has ended and how to walk away, feeling an absolute lack of closure, especially if this is pertaining to somebody who has passed, with the beautiful Angel feather here in the imagery as well sort of speaks to those signs from those people. Maybe you actually got a feather from a past loved one or an ancestor or a spirit guide or someone. You're getting the messages, you are connected. It's just a matter of moving through this process of whatever's ended that's kept you trapped and powerless. If this is a grieving process, it will take a long time. If this is something a little different from a loss of a loved one, maybe a loss of a relationship or a job that's not working, maybe it's even when we see all this power in the past here, your abilities, your strength and your beauty, it could also be pertaining to you rebalancing in the week ahead, rebalancing your actions with your truth, or realigning your actions with your truth, and no longer staying in situations that have ended and have left you feeling very trapped and stuck. The next cards are Six of Pentacles in the World. So you are leaving this behind. It's the calling that pulls you there. Group 2 felt this way as well. I feel like we're going off in a few different directions for different people, and that's what makes a general reading so tricky sometimes, is because I've got a definite message for this person that will not resonate with that one, if that makes sense. Of course it does. I can see here towards the end of the week, you may be suffering in silence a little bit this week, sort of just connecting to your guides. Look, we've even got this I follow my heart card, which she is blindfolded, and I kind of get that your beating heart is in your hands right now. Perhaps you may be feeling that amount of pain, and just it's all you have. It feels like all I have is my heart, or all I have is what I love or who I love. It's I do feel that there's some sort of assistance coming in at the end of the week. We've got the Six of Pentacles and the World, so I do feel like there will be assistance within the world. If you're in a place where you are absolutely stuck in the mind completely and trying your best to release yourself from that, when the Eight of Pentacles to the Five, so it may be 3 rough days coming up. It may be 3 rough hours. Who knows how long this process will take you? But with Judgment on the start, Six of Pentacles and the World on the end, it's a process you're being called to move through. You may have no choice. I do feel like you have no choice in this matter. This is just how it is for whatever reason. But at the end of it, you come out the other side being helped, being assisted. Maybe you reach out for that help. If you don't, it will likely come to you as a gift, as a blessing to help you ease the way forward. There is success on the path ahead, 100%. It's just that what you're going through now is a big realization that something needs to end because it's left you feeling trapped. Or something has ended that has left you feeling trapped because it's ended. See the difference there? I'm getting that some is because it's ended that you feel trapped, and for some it's your ending, the fact that you are trapped. But either way, it's very much a battlefield in the mental area. And we did start with the Five of Wands as well. So internal struggle for some, external for others. But assistance is here, rebalance is here, not giving too much as well, like walking away from non-reciprocal connections, thing where you're just giving too much. You've already got the Magician, the Queen of Wands in your past, and you're moving into that judgment area, so you're really making some really strong decisions, and that may mean needing to make some cuts, of course. In the challenge, we've got the Nine of Wands, Five of Cups, and as soon as I saw the Five of Cups, I knew the Three of Wands was coming next. And then in the imagery of what will help with that, we'll get there, but it's just got such a connection to one of the pictures in the cards. I'll explain what I saw when we get there, but they all tie in, of course. Nine of Wands, feeling tired, right? Feeling wounded by everything that has happened. There's so much grief here. You're locked in behind your grief. It's like you've perhaps shut the doors, shut the windows, shut the curtains just to hide in your hole and grieve for some people. For others, it's just a great deal of tiredness from trying to make things work, and they may be constantly coming up against a challenge, and you're just waiting for that break, waiting for that opportunity to come forward, so you can build something that makes you feel a bit more secure. You have that success that you've been waiting for. It is coming. The challenge is just waiting for it while you deal with some other things that perhaps don't fit or aren't going to fit, or just general needing release because that's what has happened. So I just want to be sensitive, because I know some people in this group are connecting to past loved ones, or have dealt with a loss, maybe of a mother or a partner or someone in your family or friends, that it's just, yeah, it's one of those things that is going to take time. So I just want to use discernment with what I'm saying here, if it's your story or not, you know. I need a drink. Okay. Hydrate yourself, perhaps. Have a drink with me. Three of Wands. Yeah, see, I do feel that you're in acceptance of the turning of the wheel, the way that things are going, while you are having to wait for some sort of structure or support or outcome of prosperity, of stability. Then that, yeah, definitely is a challenge, but there are small steps you can take to support that. And that's what I see in this bit here, the Four of Cups. And what I felt was just this, like, just got this really strong emotional and visual connection to someone doing exactly this, casting out the window. And so all of your vision is out into what has happened and what may be, and the fears and the worries and the memories and the hurt and all of it, just there, processing it in it, so much in it, to the point that you're not even in the very room that you look out of the window of. Like, you're so reflective. And then that person turns around and is suddenly in this room, and all the thoughts are on the other side of that window, but here they are in the now, in this room. And that's when the Ace of Pentacles came out next. I'm like, God, that's very, like, just perfect. Couldn't get a better card for what I'm seeing. And what it tells me is, what will help with the challenge is, yes, process, grieve, release, feel, reflect. All of that is there, yes. But then stop and turn around to the room you're in and ground yourself in that room. Make a cup of tea, put on a bit of music, do something that is soothing for yourself. Cook a nice healthy meal. When I see the Ace of Pentacles, I like to think of good food and the resources we use to build greater health or greater prosperity in life. And I like to see this as supplements and nutrition and all of that as well. So little self-care steps, taking care of business, like paperwork and things like that, responsibilities, the appointments that need to be done. So while part of you is reflective and grieving what hasn't worked, there are small steps you can take to support yourself with. Interesting that the next card is the Chariot, right? It can support you with moving forward, even though you are pulling the negative and the positive, the shadow and the light. You are navigating both as you move forward. You've got what it takes to really drive forward within your power as well. We have the Page of Pentacles as next, Princess of Pentacles. And this is opportunities within business, perhaps support networks, or anything to do with learning, planning, organizing, building. Yeah, it's all here. It could be literal work, paid work, that sort of situation as well, moving forward into a new job perhaps, or getting ready to move house, doing a budget, absolutely, organizing financial goals, making a plan. Here you're being guided here by spirit in such a big way with this sunflower. That could also be a loved one in spirit, or a guide who's communicating with you in what to do and how to move forward. And just see with this writing, the writing of a will, or like the inheritance situation for some people, and sort of making sure things are fair and equally divided. Really unique messages this week with some of these group 1, 2, and 3. I've had some, like, that is definitely not for everyone, but that's cool. You guys can discern quite well. So yeah, moving forward into new opportunities, new prosperity, and a new beginning, perhaps, to learn something new. But it's not totally going to move forward, or I don't know, I'm going to pick my words here. I was going to say it's not going to move forward until you're done with the grieving. And I do see a moment where you kind of, right, that's enough now. Like, maybe it's 3 weeks, maybe it's 3 months, maybe it's been 3 years, I don't know. But there's a chunk of being stuck in what has happened, and then allowing this assistance to come in, allowing yourself to be moved, allowing new growth to happen. And even after the rain, you know, the rain will help with this new growth of the seed that's planted in the Ace of Pentacles. Maybe you're experiencing a bit of rain. There is a change of seasons here. There's lots of information in this reading. We've got the Star, the Two of Wands, the Nine of Cups and the Fool in the further guidance here. So again, letting the rain wash away the pain. With the Star, the water washes over her to refresh and rejuvenate her. She has hope for the future. She is connected to the spiritual guidance, the greater picture of life, and her knowing there's going to be success on this path ahead. The Two of Wands to the Nine of Cups. It's by doing things differently and embracing the unknown that you will receive a lot of luck and blessings. The Ladybug here with the Nine of Cups. There's a lot of growth. It's life through new eyes. For some of you, this may be really hard to connect to, or even want to connect to for some, because you're still in the current energy of Judgment, Ten of Swords, Eight of Swords, Five of Swords. It's really not easy, stuck in the mind, not so much in the path ahead. Still in the process, perhaps, but I think there's a real need to be quite confident in the path ahead when you're ready to be so. To leave behind the sadness and the things that haven't worked out, because there's a great opportunity right here in your fingertips. The Fool, doing things differently and embracing that a new opportunity, or to, yeah. The Fool is very unknown. We've got the Page of Pentacles as well. So this is beginner's energy. Maybe you're starting a new business or just ready to take a different path. And with the Moonology deck, well, a whole pile came out. I'll get to those, but the main one that came out was Prosperity Lies Ahead, New Moon in Taurus. Everyone got New Moon cards, 1, 2, and 3, which is really super interesting considering we're on a full moon at the time of this recording. I just saw 2222, 2222. But anyway, yeah, it's interesting. We've just come off of full moon at the time of this recording in Sagittarius, which we actually have here, full moon in Sagittarius card. Look at the bigger picture. And then new moon in Taurus, prosperity lies ahead. So, and you can see that here in the outcome energy. We've got the Ace of Swords, the Hierophant, and the King of Pentacles. We've already got the 10 here somewhere. Yeah, in what you're waiting for the 10 of Pentacles. You may be waiting for someone to return, or waiting for a deepening of a commitment, or the healing of a relationship after it's taken some time out, or a break. But either way, this is a truth and a commitment energy. This is being very devoted to your own prosperity and your own growth. The King of Pentacles is the energy that shows up and gets the job done, and does it well, because they're very experienced and I think very abundant and prosperous. And the mindset a King of Pentacles has is very present and grounded, and really looking for business success or personal growth that is going to lead to a bigger legacy that can help other people perhaps as well. See a lot of teacher energy in this reading, guidance energy, people that perhaps are teachers or a boss of a certain sector, or yeah. You can see the commitment deepening. Within the home, four of Wands and the 10 of Cups on the bottom of the deck. So there's potential here for many different timelines. Let's get a confirmation on rattle. 7 of Cups and the Strength, 5 of Pentacles. Let's get one, please, for Hierophant. Righto, 6 of Swords. And the King of Pentacles. 4 of Wands. 2 of Cups. For some, this is a relationship rekindling or healing after a deep conversation to help let go of the past, the things that haven't worked, getting really honest with each other so that you can bring balance back into this situation, and speaking up on what your needs are, and and your goals, and really putting it all out there on the table. But that's the relationship message. There's certainly a healing and abundance. We've got the Two of Cups on the bottom of the deck. We just need to be, the King of Swords is underneath that. We need, and the Queen of Swords, yes. You need to have a very honest conversation with each other. There one there. 10 of Cups is on the bottom. On top of that was Justice. So yeah, honesty and truth is what will help this relationship move forward. Or yeah, Six of Swords and the Four of Wands. So leaving behind the emotional baggage, the mental baggage, especially with all of these swords here, and allowing things to come back into a balance and back into growth, back into supporting each other in the journey, and rather than looking for perfection, but being a part of the process, if that makes sense. Not, yeah, being a bit more present. Presence seems to be really important, that word for group 3 this week, presence. Definitely. So we've also got, they came out in a chunk and I kind of wanted to take them. So here we go. We've got the energy is gaining momentum. It's time to release negativity and a time for healing. It really echoes everything we've spoken about here. Energy is gaining momentum because prosperity lies ahead. Just need to look at the bigger picture. The other two cards these came out together was success and simplicity. I just did feel with that one, and there's another card as well, the Dove. There's lots of imagery and messages here that do talk about remembrance and angels and guides and past loved ones and all of that stuff there. So with this success and simplicity and a fulfillment all to come out, prosperity lies ahead, just how much power you have as a being, as a person, the crown chakra, there's so much here that does point you towards a pretty good outcome here, with lots of fulfillment, success of course, and keeping things quite simple. Letting go of what doesn't need your attention right now and just being there with what does. Keeping things really, really simple is going to bring you the success that you need. Just slow baby steps. Perhaps we also have clear your energy. So many different ways that this can be done. Meditation, taking a walk, having a shower and having that water wash through your whole body and push it all down the drain. There's just so many ways. Get creative with that. Forgiveness is for you. Just to bring yourself some peace in the matter. And I do get that with relationship reconciliation, is to forgive the mistakes of the past, to have these honest conversations, to come together and go, right, what do we do from here to make sure it remains in balance and that both of our needs are met and that we're achieving our common goals, that sort of thing. Avoiding gossip. You don't, that's same with the simplicity. Don't take in things you don't need right now. Just, yeah, present to what's most important. And nutrition. I got that actually, yeah, I forgot about this one. With the Ace of Pentacles, really, really looking after yourself on a fundamental level to support you, to support your body. Learn how to honor and treat your body well. Don't allow a scarcity mindset to limit your success. That feels quite important, and I think something to reflect on with that one there. You have so much to offer the world. Don't ever doubt your contribution. And there's a path you're meant to be on. Trust it. It was another one. And you are currently under construction. Please be patient. I think group 1 got that one as well. So I'm going to do the charms for you now. This reading, I don't even know. It feels like it was all over the shop, but if it made sense to someone out there, then that's good. Let's get some charms for group 3. Group 3. Oh, I knew it. Oh, that's right, the peach message. Yeah, of course, because the bear came out. This is for one person only, and you know who you are if you chose this group. The beautiful peach. We did talk about cooking, so cooking something with peaches, and there's that bear. So you know who you are, and I'm pretty sure you're watching this, so that's for one person. But anyway, the bear. Let's start with the bear. It's so sweet. This is a simplicity type of energy. It's that sweetness of childhood. It's finding those things that bring you comfort and holding on to them. It's very much Four of Pentacles energy, or how you would help Four of Pentacles energy. Maybe it's a snuggly movie that helps you bring you comfort and soothing, or literally a teddy bear. But it's about, yeah, the childhood comforts and sweet things. Oh, okay. We have this charm to me reflects extreme negative thinking that really threatens to penetrate your inner being. Perhaps constant negative thoughts or other people's negativity that threatens to knock you off your balance. So it's worth being aware of. There's a lot of charms here that do speak about struggle and you being there for yourself. We've got the elephant, which talks about, especially with the plane reversed as well. Group 1 or 2 got that as well. I do feel like there's a lack of direction at the moment, and there might be some things you're needing to address that you're not wanting to, or you haven't been comfortable to speak up on, and that's really important at this. You'll come to that realization yourself as the week goes on. I can see that you're in a deep state of processing, but you come out I just want to remind you that you do come out the other end of this week, 6 of Pentacles in the world, having rebalanced things and cleared the air and like elevated out of that situation to make things move forward again. You've made a choice, you've taken a path. It's certainly there, but in the meantime, it's a bit of lack of direction and feeling like there's something going on that you're either not acknowledging, you're ignoring it, sticking your head in the sand potentially, or it's that. We have the charm that represents collective energy, women's circles, coming together for support. And it was reversed. 6 of Pentacles is at the end of your week, so that turning that upright this week might be really important. Reaching out to people, connecting with friends, connecting with people that have common goals and can support you. Really important. The gem came up reversed as well, which is a good thing to see this one reversed. It means that you're more interested in the true abundance and true success rather than any get rich quick schemes or material success on the physical, like external validation sort of crap. When I see this land that way, it's like you're wanting something way more genuine and real than what anyone can how do I say, you just want to be authentic, and you want the gems and the riches of your life to genuinely reflect the effort that you've put in. And then we have the little foxy charm, which I attribute to the 7 of Swords. So you may be feeling like you can't trust everyone around you at the moment, and you're trying to navigate your way through maybe some sly behaviors, not knowing perhaps how to deal with it. That definitely makes sense if we've got this one with something negative is trying to affect and taint your inner being, your inner sanctum. So coming back to that beautiful teddy bear, the comforts, the things that will really nurture you and look after you. It kind of really echoes this, the 4 of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles, and even the Chariot and the Page of a Princess of Pentacles as well. Yeah, well, that's it for the charms then. I'll leave that there. I'd love to have some feedback on the charms. What you think of those, if you enjoyed them or not. I reckon they're pretty fun. I usually take them to my women's circle and we do them there because it's, we're all together, so it's hands-on. So I rarely use those in this style, but yeah, looks like I'm going to maybe branch out into that. I think that's all I have for you, group 3. Yes, it is. Okay, so I hope that reading made sense and gave you some sort of comfort, clarity or guidance, and I look forward to reading for you all again soon. Bye, group 3.